Hello everybody and welcome to a very exciting video. Thank you very much EA for providing an early copy of F1 25 where we will be dipping into Breaking Point 3, which is returning obviously from F1 23, which had Breaking Point 2, and I'm going to show you the first couple of chapters of that, perhaps split into two videos. I don't know how long they are because this is literally the first time I have launched the game. But I'm very excited to get into this. F1 25 has a lot of exciting updates this year, including reverse tracks, new scans of tracks to make them more accurate and more realistic to true life. Obviously all of our driver moves, because we've had a few over the last season or so. And we also have My Team 2.0, which is the biggest update to My Team since it was added to the game years ago. And it features you as the owner of the team rather than one of the drivers and managers. So you'll be taking control and deciding the fate of both your drivers, as well as all that lovely customization, facility management, and all that good stuff above and beyond. Which is something I'm going to get into very soon, not right now, because today is all about Breaking Point 3, which, like I said, we're going to look at the first couple of chapters, which is extremely exciting ahead of the game's launch next week.
Previously, in Breaking Point.
I'm glad they're giving us a recap. It's been a couple of years.
Your car. Alongside Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes. That's what it's all about.
But last we left off, everyone seemed
between you and me,
fairly happy campers.
I don't think this team is right for me.
Callie Mayer becomes the first woman ever to win the F2 championship.
What about your dad? Has he called to congratulate you yet, Callie?
Nope. Next question.
Devon Butler now. Oh, that's not good. Oh no, Devon Butler spins. He's out.
It was his hearing. He'd been keeping it from us.
Done.
I think maybe he'd been trying to keep it from himself. So if Devon, your son, can't drive, how about your daughter?
Callie Mayer becomes the first female driver of the modern era to participate in an F1 race. Here she comes. And there's contact between the two Connorsport drivers.
No, you're right. It's just another Butler.
The two Connorsport teammates not exactly doing each other any favours this afternoon.
What is Aidan playing at? I thought he was too good for the team. He just had a bit of an attitude problem.
Enough! It has to stop. Understand?
I must take care of the business, Kelly. Who do you think will inherit it after I'm gone?
Well, Devon, obviously. I wanted you to fight for me. He never listened to me. He always listened to you.
You know what it's like to leave all this behind, don't you?
That's the most difficult thing I've ever done.
I didn't choose this, Casper.
I've had an entire season of you whispering in people's ears. I'm asking you.
We're getting the full recap. I'm appreciating this. My memory is not what it used to be.
And after today, it might not even exist.
Coming, Devon?
Yeah, I'm thinking I might actually stay.
You all know what's at stake. If we race as individuals today, the team dies.
I'm sorry if I was ever.
I will forgive you on one condition.
What's that?
You get your share of the points.
Aiden's out. I heard.
Sure about this?
I'm sure about everything.
Is this a team order?
It's just not going to make up that much ground. It can't be done. Just cruise it in, Cal. Trust me, you watch her go.
And to the checker flag for one final time. That is some race from Callie Mayer.
What an incredible performance by her today. Connorsport, sure, will be very delighted with that one.
I can't wait for this all to come crashing down like it always does. We had quite a nice ending last time. So we are going straight into pre-season testing. Now, like I said, this is the first time I've launched this game, so I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know where the HUD is completely. I know it's in the center, like it used to be. However, I will move myself around if necessary. This is looking sharp. It's always a good feeling getting another F1 game. I know it's a yearly thing, but it's always just nice. It's nice to dip in and see where the tweaking is.
Well, here we are then, the final day of pre-season testing here in Bahrain.
It's been good, hasn't it, so far, Crofty? We've seen all the teams out there putting in the miles, putting in the laps, and we come away from it still not knowing who's going to be the team to beat. It looks super competitive as always.
Now, you're not wrong, Ant. Red Bull and Ferrari have looked impressive as expected, but it's Connor Sport that have really been the talk of the paddock so far this week.
That is a crazy camera angle. Right, one thing I should have stated at the start of the video, this is on a PS5 and we're on sort of just the middle difficulty. Getting accustomed to the car is exactly where I need to be right now. And getting accustomed to the game. Oh, smooth. Okay, actually, HUD-wise, not too bad. Obviously, I will be covering the timing tower once we come to an actual race, but that is a problem for future me. Does feel nice. Nice bit of trigger feedback. A little bit of vibration. Lovely. This is actually, interestingly, the first time I've played an F1 game on the PS5, so this is completely new to me. But so far, it is looking very lovely.
Isn't it good to be back, Aiden? I've missed this.
It is good to be back.
Yeah, you know me. Just getting back into the swing of things.
Does feel nice so far. Actually, I wasn't too sure about the new HUD when they announced the new game, but it's grown on me. I actually quite like it now. Still not 100% on the DRS because I actually didn't even see where the DRS logo came up there. But you know what? I know where the button is, so we're good. Lovely smooth corner. I do quite like Bahrain. It's quite a fun track. I'm glad it wasn't the season opener this year though, and that is coming from a European who had to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch Australia, which was the season opener this year. But Australia is a good opener. It's a good track. I really like it. I don't mind Bahrain at all, but it always felt a bit weird having that be the first race of the season. So we're back. And I have set the fastest lap, and it's not just because I'm the only person out here. It is because of that.
Can do.
Does feel very nice so far, though. Very smooth. So, like I said at the start of this video, 5 more tracks have been scanned this year with LiDAR, which is always fancy. You always need a good opportunity to talk about LiDAR, but it's making the surfaces gradually more and more realistic. So if you want to feel like an F1 driver, you're getting closer. Although, to be honest with you, I don't think I want to feel like an F1 driver because it looks absolutely terrifying. Solid yellow sector there, Zion. Well done. Great job. Way to go, champ. Alex Albon ahead of me. Having a great season. Just use a little bit of the slipstream. Thank you very much, sir. Lovely, very lovely. I'm very looking forward to career mode on this. Although I'm not looking forward to my engineer being in my ear and telling me that I have failed miserably as a driver and a human. Because, listen, he's gone that far before, trust me. Just take my word for it. Mark can be harsh sometimes. So far, though, this is very much feeling familiar to me, which is nice. But there are those tiny little improvements just here and there, and little changes, which make it a nice experience. Absolutely smashed it.
Right, that's excellent stuff, mate. We're seeing really positive data from that run, so just when you're done, bring it back into the pits.
This has been like such a calm start to a Breaking Point campaign. Usually it just starts with someone crashing or a fist fight in the locker room, you know? This has been a very calm start so far, so I'm going to take this back to the pits and we'll see where we're going next.
I've already told Casper, let the car run a little wider out of turn 4. You can really extend the track there.
I don't know. We're already pretty close to track limits at that point.
Well, you're leaving time on the table, so just let it run a little wide. It's all
Yeah,
good.
but you're not the one behind the wheel, Dev.
We might be pushing our luck with this, Stuart.
Fight,
so
fight, fight!
decide what's
Valtteri Bottas!
Ask Casper, he'll agree with me.
My boy! What are you doing here?
Just give me a second. Devon, just a man. So we look through the data, and if we adjust the ERS harvesting rate, we Should see some improvement on those turns.
Told you.
Right, okay, settle down. Got someone who wants to speak to you all. Right, they're listening now. Davidoff.
Good. So, as your new team owner, I thought it only right that I check up on my investment.
Oh, the
And I'm
meddling
glad I
CEO.
did. Casper's just filled me in on the lap times. I just wanted to say, well done. I'm impressed, but Red Bull's numbers are better, so there's still room for improvement.
Well, now we know
Damn you,
we're
Red
up
Bull.
against
You're making me look bad.
I don't have time to chat. All I wanted to say is that I'm expecting great things from our drivers this season. We all are. Just don't let yourselves down.
And no worries, Dad. We're all over it.
Good man. I'll fly out to Bahrain as soon as I can. Ciao.
Wow.
He's right, you know. With times like these, we could be real contenders this season.
I don't know. That didn't sound like a positive call. It was basically just, you guys are doing great, but also Red Bull are way better than you. Also, to answer the rhetorical question of what's Valtteri Bottas doing here, this is set in 2024, not 2025. So the poor guy is still strutting around wearing bright green.
We had an incredible start to the 24 season. Better than any of us could have imagined.
And do you think any of that was down to Davidoff Butler buying the team?
Undoubtedly. I mean, Davidoff had a way of pushing people's buttons to motivate them, as he would call it. Besides, both his kids were a Connor sport, so if there were
You're
any
talking in a very
disagreements,
past tense, my friend. What's that all about?
he could be very
Persuasive. He would always get what he wanted. Why do you think I sold the team to him at the end?
I love these like Drive to Survive style interviews. We're just sat in a dark room with Netflix pointing 1 billion cameras at our faces. Ooh, alright. Throughout the course of Breaking Point 3, you will not only control the drivers, but also Connor Sport's team principal, Casper Ackerman. During these visits to the team data center, Casper will have to make difficult decisions covering a range of topics during department events. How you choose to respond to these events will have a direct effect on many things, such as your performance and reputation. They may even affect bonus objectives for upcoming races. Oh no. Davidoff has arranged for a luxury watch brand, Eichenberger, to run an advertising campaign featuring Devon, Callie, and himself. Wow. Nice. Eichenberger have been in contact asking when might be possible to arrange the filming. It would have to replace a pre-scheduled meeting about simulator data. Well, I don't want to prioritize it. I'm just gonna be rude and put my foot down and just say, not right now! Delay! Everyone's just coming up to my desk with iPads like, listen boss, we got a thing. Okay, between story events, you'll return to the hub. News, social, emails, phone calls. Okay, we had that in Breaking Point 2. Characters you control in these hubs can change from visit to visit, each one offering a different perspective on life at Connor Sport. Okay, performance and reputation. These ratings will fluctuate. We need a higher level in each rating for a wider range of responses available. Alright. Performance, that speaks for itself. Reputation, also handling the media and the fans. And then responding to your actions. So everything can be impacted by our actions elsewhere. Interesting. We're getting like dialogue trees. And Davidoff will remember that. Right, quick look at the news. F1's most contentious drivers, Aiden Jackson and Callie Meyer. I'm reading the news! Yes, Davidoff.
Davidoff.
Casper, how's everything shaping up?
I didn't get one sentence
Just
in.
about to go over the data from FP3. I want to encourage Callie to adjust the brake balance. She's still locking up coming out of turn 7. And as for Aiden,
Good. Casper,
This is the kind of thing that I feel like the owner of the team should not be meddling with.
Ferrari homeland would show that we're serious about making the top 3.
And we are, as you know. We delivered a good car this year, so
But there's always a better car around the corner. Stay hungry, Casper. Also, I understand my old friend Ernst has been in touch about a shoot with some watches.
Oh no, the watch thing.
Oh, Eichenberger. Yeah. But, you know, I can't allow it at this time. I mean, we're under a lot of...
No. Ernst is an old Cambridge child.
Oh, God. What have I signed up for?
Happen. I don't want to go into why this, why that. Just do it.
Okay, I'll get it arranged.
Why don't we do it next week at Monaco? Surely that would be, you know,
I've got some other
you're a luxury watch brand. Why don't we go and rent a yacht in Monaco next week after Imola? This has actually worked out. I don't know if it was intentional, the release date of this game, but Monaco is this week and Imola was just last week. So it's kind of a nice little link to real life there. Okay. It's a wonderful story to watch. It is. It is. We're not going to read through all the news stuff. We need to get some driving. Oh, we've got not Twitter again. Or not X. Not Blue Sky. Not any of them. Just F1 socials. Emails. I should probably read my emails. FP3 data. Callie's lockup. Looking at brake balance. Car is a bit unstable for Aiden through turn 14 and 15. Devon, answer your phone, mate. I've got a lot of data from qualifying, and I think we're missing a trick with our current strategy on tyres. Okay. Hey, boss. Hi, Mark. Mark is back. Could afford to be aggressive. I mean, I'll try and be aggressive. I didn't look at your attachment. Sorry. What are we looking at? Oh, just the list that says that Max Verstappen is better than us. Okay, fair enough. Let's get to it. We can pick. Oh, that's cool. Well, you know what? Aiden, we'll take you this week. And then next week, or next chapter, we'll go with Callie. So, last time, in Breaking Point 2, we started at sort of the midpoint of the race. I'm assuming this is going to be similar.
There's not much space between Red Bull and Connor Sports. And there's
oh, dear!
And into the gravel. Jackson's off.
Wait, didn't I just watch this happen last week?
And he races on ahead.
But it was Charles Leclerc and, and Alex Albon.
I'm not too sure.
Stewards! Take it to the stewards! Primary objective, beat Max Verstappen.
Yeah, well, it looks like you've escaped unscathed. Now head down and let's go.
Now, considering we're on, I don't know, we're on sort of the mid-level difficulty, will I be able to beat Max Verstappen? I guess watch this space. How many laps have we got? We got 5 laps, okay. Well, we'll see. I'm not making any insane promises here. Although, we are gaining on signs quite rapidly. So there are 4 difficulty modes for Breaking Point. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness!
Accidents are sometimes hard to
you know what?
Track, we know that, but
listen, team.
Rewind to fix any
listen.
If only you could do that
I'm just going to say that that was deliberate for an opportunity to show you rewind. Okay? So if you're wondering, I meant to do that. Okay, Mark. Sorry, Carlos. Listen, I didn't realise that our car, our lovely purple and yellow... I almost called it the S word. The S-box. I didn't realise it was going to be that rapid coming up on a Ferrari. I'm going to say, like, I think you guys are... you're missing something in the development of your car this year, clearly. Oh my goodness, we're so rapid. You know what? I'm just gonna take it easy, and we'll just get past you on the pit straight. You know what? I think it's a bit safer. Carlos is defending very well as always. We are not inventing. Goodness me!
Okay, so gap to the car ahead.
Our engineers have built a monster. Also, a thing I noticed in Bahrain in an earlier part of this video, which will now be cut because I was just drifting back to the pit lane. But I really like the effects on tyres this year. You can see we picked up like a little bit of grass there, a little bit there. Whoa, a little bit too much there. And also gravel. So if you were wondering, that is a thing. It's a very nice like cosmetic change. I am falling apart.
Keep on him, he might make a mistake.
This is why I shouldn't talk and drive. This is why I should just concentrate on the driving. Although I'm not promising that'll be fantastic at that either. But it does give you an idea of what happens when you go off track and have a little whoopsie. As I've demonstrated very clearly, and now I need to get past Carlos Sainz again. So I'm going to dive bomb him into the next chicane. Ah! Smooth. Beautiful. Very lovely. Sorry, Carlos. See you next time. Carlos is going to play golf or maybe paddle. Or maybe football. I don't know. He seems to be pretty good at football as well. Because, you know, clearly us normal human men can't have anything over Carlos Sainz, who has stupid perfect hair and skills in almost every sport. Life is not fair. Oh, Joe, no! Okay, excuse me. We love a good blue flag. Right, who's next? Verstappen is next, actually. I believe we have 2 McLarens in the top 3, I would assume. If Verstappen is 5th and Piastri is 3rd, I'm sure Lando is somewhere in the middle there. Logie Sarge, my boy, how I've missed you. Give me a little bit of slipstream, baby. Thank you. I forget sometimes that this is set in the 2024 season, and I'm seeing these drivers, and I'm just like, wait a minute. You're back. Oh, it's good to see old Logie Sarge, even if it is only a virtual rendition of him. Right, I see you, Max. Somehow we're catching up with you. Difficult little chicane there. Very high curb on the inside. Wow, we really are gaining on him. What was our owner on about? He was just like, nah, Red Bull have got this in the bag. And I'm thinking, are you sure? Are you sure about that?
Oh, mate, great stuff.
I tell you what, I needed to get to 5th before lap 14. I think I did it with about 4 centimeters to spare. I think I literally got my nose ahead of Verstappen as we crossed the start-finish line there. Nailed it! Oh, there's my teammate ahead of me. Hi, Callie. Callie, I'm not going to lie. Whoa! I was about to say, listen, I want this podium. And then I had a little whoopsie and just drifted very far wide. Oh my god, the rear's slipping a little bit. Good grief. You know, I will say, I mentioned it in the Bahrain part, the new HUD is definitely growing on me. I actually like that it's really non-intrusive now. It's a lot smaller than it was in F1 23 and 24. And that's nice. You know, I feel like we don't really look at it that much. Obviously, if we're doing manual usage on the battery, we'd be keeping an eye on it a little bit more. But you know, it's important, but at the same time, I feel like you're not really worried about what your top speed is doing when you're in the middle of overtaking someone. So I really like, actually, that the HUD is a lot smaller and less intrusive this year. Like I said, it is taking some getting used to, because it is very different to the way it used to be, but so far, it's looking pretty nice. Callie! Dude, we are zooming. Very nice, very smooth, very lovely. 2 laps remaining. We are 1.6 seconds behind Piastri. Perez is second. Again, 2024, but Perez? I thought Perez, you know, when we get to the European races, that's when... Well, actually, that might be peak Perez. Unfortunately for the poor guy, it seemed to be the Mexico GP where he falls apart the most. But hey, he might be back next year with Cadillac, so you never know. He might have a chance to redeem himself. Okay, can we get onto the podium? We've got 1 lap left after this one. Oh, we definitely can get on the podium. Oh, but Oscar... Oh my goodness! Oscar has decided to activate wide mode. Very impressive, young Oscar. Very impressive. However, through raw speed, we have made it onto the podium. I feel like it would be nice to beat Perez. Charles Leclerc is in... Well, if Charles Leclerc is in first, where on earth is Lando Norris?
Okay, mate.
Where in the world is Lando San Diego? And the answer is, I have no idea. But definitely below 8th, I guess. Because that's where I started off. Ish. Alright, Perez, come on. If we can beat both Red Bulls, I'm going to get a pay rise. Maybe. I don't know. Our owner does seem to have a fixation on Red Bull's performance, so if I beat you guys, then I'm going to look great in his eyes. Whoa! Oh, good defending. Scared me a little bit there. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Oh, little corner cut there. Don't worry about it. Don't tell the stewards. Don't tell the stewards. I just really wanted to try and catch Leclerc, but he is too far down the road, I'm afraid. At least Ferrari won something. We can all be happy about that. Everyone wants to see the red team win. And if you don't, you have no soul. You have no soul and no love for my poor boy Charles Leclerc. I'm nervous. For clarity, Monaco is this weekend. And I've got fear for my poor boy Charles Leclerc. Surely after he won it last year, all of his luck is just going to go to pot again.
Yes, mate, I'll take that.
Whoa! I wasn't in control of that.
Down here, so well done. Yes.
I wasn't in control of that.
Good effort.
Not me.
Just didn't have the pace today.
Gotta say, it's been another good day for Connor Sport.
Beautiful.
A string of positive
Well done, Ferrari.
recently has seen them establish themselves well and truly ahead of the midfield.
Yeah, they're in the top 3 now, Crofty. A great season so far.
Let's go.
I'm really impressed with both
Well
Mayer
done,
and
Chuck
Jackson.
LeGreg.
I don't think you're the only one there, Ants. We'll be watching their season with interest.
I have no hopes for Ferrari this year.
Again. An excellent performance.
I don't want to put them down, but they've had a rough start.
What they're doing out there.
So we can just take a second to enjoy the sight of Charles Leclerc on a podium. Way to go, champ. You did it. I found Lando, by the way. He's behind us.
Out there today. How did you find it?
Oh, I relish being able to bring the fight to Max Verstappen.
People talk about Max for a reason, but look, I don't like how dominant he's been in recent years. You know, none of the drivers should. We know he's a champion, but we can all compete with him. And if we can't challenge him more, then, you know, what are we even doing out here today? I think it's time that the rest of us start to change the conversation. So, yeah, I'm pleased to have taken the fight to him a little bit today.
You're now 3rd in the Constructors. That's the best start to a season the team has ever had. So, what do you put it down to?
I like if our performance was level 3, we'd be able to say the drivers. No, we'll just say the team. We'll be very humble.
I think it says a lot about the team. You know, the engineers...
To be fair, the car was incredible.
Tirelessly to get us to this point. And, yeah, we're working harder than ever to be as good as we can possibly be. And, you know, to achieve 3rd place in the standings, I think that's a fair result for all of the efforts the team has put in.
Do you feel like you're sending a message to the rest of the grid with these kinds of results?
Okay, I said I was going to be humble, but now I want to say we're here to compete with the best.
Absolutely. Well, that's why we're here, to take the fight to the big teams. We're more than just a new team. We're not just here to make up the numbers. We're here to compete with the best. And that's always been the case. And it's really great that the results are finally beginning to reflect that.
Thank you so much for your time.
You are welcome. I'm going for a drink.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Simply lovely. Clap, clap, clap. Well done, everyone.
Hey, Dad. Just congratulating the guys on a job well done.
There was no time for that. We all did well.
God, do you ever smile?
For Monaco.
I'm sure everything's in hand.
Listen, Evan. We don't have time to rest on our laurels. I want the race data analysed and full diagnostic reports on Casper's desk before we begin packing down.
You've just ruined everyone's day.
You've dropped the ball on this one. You cannot take your foot off the gas, not when Connor Sport is this close to success. I expect you to take charge. Show the team what a leader is.
Yeah, well, it's a bit difficult, that, Dad. I'm team liaison. Basically, I pass notes between departments, not exactly leadership material.
Devon, you have got to focus on the bigger picture.
Casper, can you just fight this man?
Casper.
Devon, can you give us a minute? Just need to talk to your father.
Yeah, sure thing, boss. I'll just go and liaise, yeah?
I mean, I'm no massive fan of Devin Butler,
Why
but
so full on?
Just trying to motivate him, is all.
his dad's kind of a jerk.
To stay focused.
I'm talking about the team. They've just had a fantastic result, and you're... Just give them some space to simmer down, to celebrate.
Of course. You're right. But we cannot lose momentum now, Casper. Everything must be in its place.
What are you planning?
What do you mean?
I've seen that face before. I mean, whatever it is, just keep me informed. I don't want any nasty surprises.
I'm just looking out for my family, that's all.
Your family's doing great.
Okay.
Dare I say it, your family is doing great without you, sir. I mean, Callie was on the podium as well, right? I'm pretty sure. Come on now. Right, let's check our news before we finish up. Aiden shines in Imola Thriller. Because I'm the best. Question mark. Oh, what do you want, Davidoff?
Davidoff. Hi.
Stop calling me.
Some race out there.
Yeah, thanks. It was a decent performance.
I'm listening, Davidoff. I'm going to read my emails.
It was more than just decent, Aiden.
Media
Those are the
requests.
kind of performances that win titles.
Yeah, you know, that's what we're
Ooh,
aiming
further improve reliability.
And, I think merits another steak night.
Thanks, Devon.
You know, you don't have to take me out for steak every time I have a good race.
Indulge me, Aiden. Callie won't ever accept, and I see far too much.
I wonder why.
All right, Davidoff. That's very kind.
Good, thank you. There's a place called Giovanni's, not far from the hotel. I'll see you there at 8.
Thanks, Davidoff.
Ciao.
It's a little bit sad that Davidoff calls his other driver to ask him to go out for a steak with him because he knows that neither of his children want to. It's a very complicated family relationship, that is. Ugh. But anyway, there we have Chapter 1 of Breaking Point 3, and we will look at Chapter 2 in the next video, which will be very soon. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you again, EA, for providing an early copy of F1 25. I am very excited to play the rest of it and show you guys more of it. So thank you again. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more and the next part of this as well. And hopefully I will see you in the next one.